like what I used to do means like I used to take this little index finger as a sub, and for gripping the ball, for turning the ball, I use this finger,
Cool.
and like next to the thumb finger. And for the base and the strong hold firmly the ball, I used to use this thumb finger. I always take this thing as a motto: my ability is greater than my disability.
So hey guys, hello everybody and welcome back to Tales Down the 22 Yards, and we are back with another new episode over here, and we have got someone very special once again. He's from the Indian cricket team, one of the members of the Indian cricket team. It's not Virat Kohli, it's not Rohit Sharma, it's not Ravi Ashwin, but we have got a very special guest over here, and he's someone who has represented the Indian Divyang cricket team. And not just that, it doesn't just end there. He has also won the World Cup. I won't say it as a World Cup, but it is very much equivalent to the World Cup for them, and that is T20 Physical Disability World Series, which was held in England in 2019. Ramesh was one of the members of that team, and therefore we welcome, as I mentioned the name, it's Ramesh Naidu for you. Well, Ramesh, how are you? How are you doing, man?
Hi, I'm doing well, bro. Hope you're doing too. And
Yes,
thanks for such a cool introduction. That's so cool.
yeah, thank you so much, Ramesh. Ramesh, so you are doing you're studying also, and apart from that, you're also playing cricket. So how do you manage both of these things? And the big thing is that you're studying from IIT, where it's a dream come for every student, for every engineering student, perhaps. So how do you manage all these things?
I would say it's like a kind of a tough thing to adjust, but it's all about the process. Like if you able to manage the timings, and if you're able to manage the schedule and all, it would be like kind of easy to settle down on all the things. And uh, but at the end of the day, it was I would say that like it would be a kind of a difficult job to balance the acads and as well as sports simultaneously.
All right.
So I always used to prepare my schedule before itself, like how to do the things in a perfect manner. Before I just plan according to that, and I just follow according to that.
Okay.
So it
So
always works out for me.
all right, so that's great to know, Ramesh. And the next thing is that we'll very quickly before we get started with the basic core, I'll just introduce you and all our members who are listening to us. That is, we've got three segments over here. The first one, that is a grassroots journey, where we'll be speaking about your journey. How things started, how you became a cricketer, how you developed into a good cricketer. And next, we'll be focusing on your career highlights. The segment is known as making into the limelight. So like whatever, bit of gossips here and there. And in the end, we've got a contest for you, a bit of rapid fire and bit of tricky questions, where I'll be putting you in a difficult situation at times. Well, yeah, Ramesh.
Let's
So
see.
let's begin with the first segment, and that is a grassroots journey. First thing that I would love to
Okay.
ask you is that, Ramesh, when, at what age and when did your love for cricket started, and at what time, you thought that it's time for me to change my passion into a profession?
Yeah. So I would say this like it was always my first it was always my first thing, and it was always my dream to represent country at some time. Luckily, the day has arrived, like they're wearing Indian jersey and going onto the field, and we have won the World Series also. It's all like a dream come true. Like I wouldn't even imagine ever, but it feels me like unreal thing in my life. It's such a precious moment in my life ever. And let me tell you my story like briefly. So since childhood, I was like very interested in playing cricket, and like I used to go to play cricket in my neighborhood. But like a lot of people used to criticize me, and a lot of people made me feel so different, and they made me they made me feel like I was not able to play cricket due to my disabilities and all. But I never lost my hope, and like my father and brother always used to support it and mentor me to play cricket, and they always take me to the cricket grounds. So I never gave up on my dream. I still believe like if self belief is there, like you can achieve the things, and that's the main thing. Like it will push your goals. And so at the time, actually the real cricket interest have been started in my career. So as like everyone, like I also started playing with a tennis ball cricket. Since in my childhood, mostly I used to play with a tennis ball cricket. I never played with a leather ball in my childhood, especially like after I joined in IIT, I started playing with a leather ball. In fact, I would say that like that's my turning point in my career, because like there actually like I started like taking cricket as a serious thing and started in a professional manner. So I have been selected for a college cricket team, and at the same time I started representing the inter-university level matches and all. And I got a chance to represent in a normal category in TNCA League, Tamil Nadu Cricket Association League Division and all. And also from there, like people get to know that like who I am, and I eventually performed well, and so that like people recognize me and they enlighten me about this physical challenge cricket and all. So at that moment, like I came to know that like there is a thing called physical challenge cricket. So I started to get know about this cricket more, and I started my journey over there after I've been selected for this Tamil Nadu Cricket State Association. And at the same time, like all my performance, luckily, like I performed very well in all series. So I have been selected for this South Zone, and then India Red, India Blue, and AAPC. And at the same time, like after my performances went so well, so I got a call from a national team. It was this selection process have been happened in like 5 camps. So I have been attended to all those 5 camps, and by God's grace and families and friends support, like I performed so well. So I like so at the end of the day, like I totally achieved it. That's how like I have been selected for the Indian cricket team. And in that same year, like I represented like Indian team, and at the same time I was a part of World Cup winning team too. So it was happened
Absolutely.
in England.
So that's
Yeah,
such a great story to hear, man. Ramesh, these days we get to hear the stories of Varun Chakraborty and T. Natarajan. Well, I have to say
exactly.
that you were not less than any of them. Well, yeah, that's the thing,
Yeah,
Ramesh. And
yeah,
yeah, so it was great to hear. But one thing that arises, as you mentioned about few challenges and few limitations,
yeah,
that a few criticisms that you have incurred in your life,
exactly.
early life. So, how did you deal with them? And like how difficult were they, at any point of time did you feel that you were dejected and like this is not gonna happen, this shouldn't be happening with me, these kind of feelings did you have, you must have felt. So what, how did you overcome, and or how was the feeling like?
Yeah. So like not only me, like every player will go through those dark phases, and coming to the my case, like my disabilities and all, people at initial stage they didn't even believe in me. Like they always used to criticize me, like you are having in spite you're having these disabilities, and all, how can you able to play? Like how can you think you can come and play these kind of things over here like that? But at my initial stage, like I don't know, like I was like totally disappointed, and at that time like my fathers and my brothers supported me a lot. Like he just gave me a hope that okay, like you don't take care of all this, you just ignore them, like how much negativity you're getting, criticism you're getting, you just take things in a positive manner, let those negative things into converted into a positive stuff. So I started like believing his words, and I like whenever the tough challenges happen for you, it will bring out the best in you. So I took it as a challenge, and I just want to prove those people wrong, like I can also able to do this. So for that, at that time, like I have only one option to prove those people are wrong. So I just like take this thing as a challenge, and I strongly believe in myself. So that's how it started exactly. I can say that like that's my initial step of success. Everyone will say that like failures are the stepping stone of success. That's the
Absolutely.
criticism is my first failure, and that's how like I have been pulled up, and I have been reached now today at this stage. it's all because of that first failure thing. I can say that good size. I would like to thank to those people actually, because like if they wouldn't have disappointed me at the initial stage, I wouldn't have taken this and I wouldn't have come up this much long. So rest all is
Absolutely,
history.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Everything happens for a reason, and every people
exactly.
has a different role in life. Has been.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So, Ramesh will come up to a next segment, and that is making into the limelight. Here we'll be speaking about a few career highlights of yours. First and foremost, I would love to
Okay.
ask you, that moment when you got that call, the Indian call, the into the international team. What was
Yeah.
that feeling like for you?
I think people like I can't even express that much kind of an happiness I have been through at the time. Like when I actually the selection process was going on online through. So
Okay.
like there's a meeting, online meeting, and there people like everyone attended for the meeting and all. And in a while, like they're going to announce the names like who have been selected for the Indian World Cup team. So I was also like just waiting for those results. I was like, in fact, I was so nervous. In fact, I performed well and I gave my best though, but still, at some corner, like I don't know, like I was feeling so much nerves. So like on that day, June 7th, I think so, June 7th, and evening 6 p.m. So it was announcing through the YouTube. It was like some online thing was going on. So the selections was happened and results are going to announce in soon. So I was anxiously waiting for the thing, and like once I get to know that, like it's I still remember it's I think my name is some tenth name, I think so. So after I get to the name, that I was like I was like I don't know, like I don't have any words at that time. I got so much emotional, and first of all, I just called to my father and I just shared this news with him. He felt so happy, and after I heard his voice and all, I felt so emotional and I felt so happy, like cause it's such a special moment in my life.
Unexpressible, right?
Like dream, yeah, a dream come true. It's like goosebumps all over there, and I don't know, like still now, like I feel refreshed when I think about that moment. It gives me a kind of boost up to give my best more in the future things too.
Absolutely, Ramesh.
So it's
Absolutely.
such a blessed and honor moment for me to represent country, because it's my childhood dream though. So all of a sudden it was like becoming true, means like I don't know, like I can't even express that much feel.
All of a
It was
sudden,
kind of
the
that kind of
flower just
moment.
blossomed.
Exactly, kind of
Okay.
butterflies in my stomach.
Okay. So Ramesh,
Yeah.
yeah, the next thing, so basically you're an all-rounder, right? So you bat
Yeah.
and also you bowl with the leg spin. So basically,
Hmm.
what happens is that speaking about the grip of a leg spin, so
Yeah.
we require at least 3 to 4 fingers for them. So how do you manage bowling the leg spin? So what is your way of bowling the leg spin?
Yeah, see, it's coming to the physical challenge cricket. Like everyone have their individual own ways. Like they are like
Yeah, absolutely.
technically different, because like if you go through the textbook cricket and all, you need to be very solid on the basics, from the basics and all. But like here, I can give you example. Suppose if you take as a fast bowler.
Yeah,
So for fast bowling and all, like you need, suppose if you are a right hand bowler, you need to raise your left hand high, so that like it will fall on the correct place. It's a target area too, and so
absolutely.
that like you can focus and you can like pitch the ball wherever you want. But like there are people who bowl with one hand and there won't be any left hand, but still they can bowl consistently and all. It's all about the mindset,
Yeah,
like, and also like it's all about the mental strength.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
they take it as like it's a kind of a blessed thing for them. So I have my own way. Actually, in cricket, leg spin is the difficult task to do. So I
Absolutely.
choose this difficult task. And
It
to
is
be
done
honest,
intentionally.
initially I used, yeah, it's an intentional thing only.
Cool.
Like initially I used to bowl a medium fast. I used to bowl leg cutters and all. And one of my friends and my coaches suggest me to bowl a leg spin, because like I was very good at bowling leg cutters and bowling slow errors and all. So he just asked me to convert into a leg spinner. So I'm not started as a leg spinner. Initially, I was a medium fast bowler, and also like with my pace, it's very easy to predict and it's very easy to score runs. So he asked me to convert into a leg spinner. So and there, like actually, I used to bowl a leg cutters. At the same scenario, I started holding the grip like that for bowling a leg spin too. So if you want, I can show it. So I used to bowl with this hand. So actually, what leg spinners do is like they will take this finger as a support, and
Yes.
they'll put the ball in these two
And
fingers.
push it from here, from the back to
Push it from
fingers.
there like
Yeah.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. In this cork position like
Yes.
this, and they
Absolutely.
used to bowl kindly side of our. So, but like what I used to do means like I used to take this little index finger as a support,
Yeah.
and for gripping the ball, for turning the ball, I use this finger,
Cool.
and like next to the thumb finger. And for the base and the strong support to hold firmly the ball, I used to use this thumb finger. So like I hold the ball and I used to take this finger and
All
this
right.
finger as support. And for turn, I
Okay,
used
so
to like
these
this.
two are the for the grips. Okay, cool. That's cool. I understand.
Exactly. So this is
Great,
my
man.
way,
Great.
like how I bowl leg spin.
Great, man.
The
Great.
different variation, like when I used to bowl
All right.
googly and flipper, top spin, and normal leg spin.
Oh, man, you used to have so much variations. Even you blow the flippers. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, like
you know,
that's my
basically,
stock delivery too. Whenever we play in this kind of skiddy pitches and all, these flippers and all affects a lot. Like it's a wicket taking delivery too. It's like a kind of surprise to the batsman too. So,
okay.
so
So
can,
the next thing, Ramesh, that I would love to ask you is that about the World Series, which is more or less equivalent to the World Cup for us. You played. You were a part. The Indian team. Played against Pakistan in the semi-finals, and the Indian team also played, and you all were victorious. And then you played against England in the finals. So, if I had
exactly.
to tell you, man, you gotta choose which one is a better victory. Which one tastes much sweeter. So, which one would you choose?
Of course,
Pakistan, the arch
Pakistan.
rivals,
Of course,
and England.
of course,
You were the.
Pakistan.
Oh, is it so?
Yeah,
Okay.
I like. Yeah, coming to the cricket, like every victory is kind of a victory, like you will cherish
Yeah.
all the time. But when it comes to the Pakistan, like it gives you a kind of a different feeling. Like not only for you, like wherever you go, like that's kind of a culture. It has been like the kind of a culture that has been created on our Indians all over the world. So I would say that like that victory is kind of a great thing we ever enjoyed a lot.
All right. And what was the feeling like, after winning the World Cup? Amidst five teams, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So amidst five teams, you all emerged as to be the champions, and there were some good teams out there in England, Pakistan,
Exactly.
Afghanistan was brilliant. So
Afghanistan, exactly.
yeah. So what like after winning, what was that moment like? We are the champions, and like what was it like to all of you guys? What was the dressing room scenario?
Yeah. So as I said that already, like for selecting a national and representative for Indian cricket team itself, it's a big thing. Like you couldn't even imagine ever. And also like standing for the national anthem and wearing an Indian jersey. Like you can see this the Indian jersey, like
absolutely.
we used to play in this. So like this jersey itself, like there are a lot of emotions are attached to this jersey. So still, like whenever I wear this, like I felt so proud and I felt so blessed to have this in my life. So you can feel that I can't even express that feel, like how much we enjoyed and how much we are excited after we won that. And it's a thing which I can remember forever in my life, and I can proudly say that like I was a part of the winning team. It's always a kind of a motivational thing for me. Like if somewhere I was lacking down, I just reminded these things and I just try to push back more. So that kind of feeling we had when we won the World Cup, and we also set the future platform for the upcoming Divyang cricketers and all.
Absolutely.
So it's our motto too. Because like there are a lot of people who doesn't know about Divyang cricket. So I hope this victory would be the kind of platform for the upcoming cricketers and so that like they can like to be honest, I can say that like after we won the World Cup and all, we got a kind of a recognition and we got a kind of a standards and all. Uh, Luckily, like this progress also going very good in the coming days. So I hope people uh, can understand what exactly the Divyang cricket was.
Yes, absolutely. And the next thing, Ramesh, when all of you received from England to India, you received, you came
Mhm.
back to your hometown. So, what kind of ovation, did you get from your village mates?
So like after 5 camps, actually we had a camp before that selections. So we came. I think around we had some 2 weeks time to announce the results and all. So I came back and I was just like a normal. But at the back of the mind, like I had this like always used to think about this. I'll get selected or not. I'll get selected or not. But this dilemma was going on through all these days. But at the at the end of the day, whoever it got selected, like it's all a team game. Like whoever it would be, like you just need to support for the team. So but like coming to my case, like after I have been selected, I was like really enjoyed more than me, my neighbors and my family members and all. They was like they started like doing this kind of felicitation stuff and they fight crackers everywhere. And like I didn't like expected that that much fame and recognition I would get in these days. So it was like more than me, they enjoyed a lot. Especially like my parents are so happy with me, like what I have achieved it. So that's more than enough. Like that's a kind of a thing I ever want to give to my parents. I hope I fulfilled it.
Absolutely,
So
Ramesh.
yeah,
Even we are proud of you.
hopefully yeah.
Okay, yeah, Ramesh. And the next thing that I would love to ask you is that
Mhm.
looking back at your journey, when you look back, when you sit and look back at your journey, and you think that a few years ago I was here, and all of a sudden in 3 to 4 years span, I am, I've worked hard, I've earned what I deserve, and so what does that feel, when you look back at the past days, you're getting criticized, people are mocking at you, they're making fun, and now that's a good enough reply for you. You've proved them wrong. So how does that feel to you? Yes, of course, it's a matter of pride, but more than that,
Yeah.
what else?
Yeah, see, bro, like in cricket or in life, whatever it would be, like you never like get satisfied with the things what you have got. So it's all about like pushing more. Like you never, you don't get satisfied with the things like which you are getting, because you know how much efforts and hard work you have been invested, and like if you are in this stage, in the sense like you'll be doing a lot of hard work and efforts. So that's the main thing. That's the main reason behind your success, though. So I always says that like the like whatever you get, whatever you are going to achieve, you just don't forget the basic the initial state, that basement thing. You just be humble and you just be grounded. Like whatever stage you reach, so rest everything will be happen. This is the motto I used to follow all the time. And also like coming to the pride and all, cricket is a gamble, bro. Like if you perform well, people will like made you like anything. Like they'll, what you
They'll
say,
treat you
like
like you're
they'll
in heaven.
treat you like anything, exactly. And if you started like getting down, then you will get the kind of a criticism, and you know that
We
like.
get to see. We get
So
to see in a
yeah,
lot
so
of cases.
whatever it should be, exactly, whatever it should be, like you shouldn't expect anything. You don't expect anything. Whatever you're gonna do, you just give your best and just leave the rest about the
Everything.
God.
Abs-
That's it. Like
Absolutely.
that's what I used to do. Like don't expect anything. You just give your best and follow instinct. That's it. I used to do this
Great, man.
always.
Great, man. It's such a pleasure to talk to you. I hope that all those people who are listening this thing, I hope that they get to learn a lot of things, from you. You're such an inspiration character. Okay, fine. Next thing, we'll quickly move on to next segment and the final one for here for this session, Ramesh, and that is the rapid fire segment. I've got few questions for you,
Okay.
and all you need to do is
Sure.
answer a bit rapidly. The first
Cool.
one up here, whom do you idolize?
Rahul Dravid and my father.
Okay, cool. Next one, taking a fifer or scoring a century.
Century.
Century. Okay, so
Yeah.
you're more of a batting all rounder.
Yeah, like I love to do batting all the time, so
Okay,
I'll go for
okay.
century.
Favorite fielding position.
Point.
Okay.
Difficult one though. As I said that,
Difficult,
like I love to do some
difficult, and
yeah
one of the best fielders. Field at point
challenging.
region.
Yeah, exactly. Of course.
So
Yeah.
cool. Okay. The next one. One food that you had in England and you miss it very much in India because you don't get it there.
Uh,
Is there
that
something like that?
that winning moment, lifting trophy. So that's what I'm missing.
Okay.
Exactly.
So
It's been 2 years.
that's a cheeky answer.
Of course, the special
Okay.
moment had happened. So
Okay. If you wake up to realize you are Virat Kohli, what would you do next?
first of all, I feel so blessed and honored. Like I'm not even compared with that guy, but I would love to do follow his fitness thing and his game mindset and approach towards the game and all. I just love to learn.
Okay. So
I just want to reciprocate the things like Kohli what.
okay. So if you get a chance to bowl a retired cricketer, whom do you choose?
Rahul Dravid. All
Rahul
time.
Dravid.
And
Okay.
Sachin.
Inspiration. Okay.
Yeah.
The most funniest person you ever met?
In cricket or like
Basically in cricket.
overall.
If
Like in my
cricket
team.
no, it can be teammate or it can be any person related to the cricket field. If you've got a different answer which is
Okay.
different from cricket field, you're sure you're free to answer that. But before that, do answer this one
Yeah.
also.
Sure. So like there is a person called Avnish. He always used to make fun of everyone, and it gives a kind of enjoyment to the players after like after struggling a lot from the field. So I'd say that guy Avnish. He's also an Indian cricket team member.
Okay.
Fast
So
bowler.
what kind of pranks you used to do?
Oh, matlab like he is having a very epic dancing style, and he'll do some asanas and all in a very funny manner. So it will like make you feel lost like anything. So I always enjoy it. Not even me, like everyone, every team member in the team used to enjoy a lot.
Okay.
He's a kind of stress buster to everyone. Like whenever everyone is in a kind of a different mood.
Okay. So who in your fraternity, amidst the people that you're surrounded, so who is that one person who Googles his name more often?
Google's.
Yeah, it can be you too.
Okay. There's a friend called Jitu.
Okay.
He is also an Indian player, and he is like very close to me. So he always used to update. So I'd say Jitu.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So the most coolest thing about being an all-rounder?
It's all about mindset, bro. See, like because like you have to do both responsibilities and batting and bowling. So you just need to be keep calm and just focused and determined in the field. Let other things do the rest.
Okay.
So cool mindset.
Okay. The toughest batsman you have ever bowled to?
The first batsman, I'd say, okay, Vikrant Kenny, our captain.
Okay, Vikrant, yeah, the skipper.
Yeah, he's such a technically strong batsman. Like he have every shot, and like he'll play with bowlers like anything with his mind.
Yeah, I've seen him play. Quite a few times.
Such a class player.
Yeah, he's got good technique.
Yeah.
Well,
I would love to bowl, and at the same time, I feel kind of tough to bowl to him.
Okay. The next thing, and that is, if you are the captain of a dream franchise team and your team needs to chase 20 runs in a super over against Kagiso Rabada.
Okay.
So which two cricketers you send to bat in the crease?
Interesting. Okay. I'd love to send ABD at one end.
Okay.
And Virat Kohli.
Okay, so the RCB.
RCB.
Okay, so AV and Virat
Yeah,
Kohli against Kagiso Rabada. This is gonna be hell of a competition, man. I wish we get to
yeah.
see this very soon in IPL.
Hopefully.
We got to
Who
see
knows?
AB.
It might happen. Yeah,
Yeah, we in the last IPL we got to see AB and Virat against Jasprit Bumrah.
Virat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
versus Mumbai
This
Indians
time
game.
we expect. Yeah,
Let's
this time
hope
we should expect.
there's a super over
Yeah,
for Delhi Capitals versus RCB. Swell.
RCB. Exactly.
Cool. Well, and with here now, there's a last question for you, Ramesh, and that is
Okay.
three good thing and one bad thing about Ramesh Naidu.
For me, one bad thing is like I was emotionally attached to people like who I started talking. Like I was a kind of an introvert, actually. To be honest, I'd say. So like I was kind of a reserved guy initially, but now I was like overcoming all those things. But so I'd say like I generally like emotionally attached to a lot of people. So that's my weak thing. And good things, I can't say it like
Come
because
on,
some
man.
other people have to say about good things to me. Like I
Hello.
can't say good things about mine.
A few things you feel that
Okay.
you're good at.
Okay.
Like you can be sincere,
Uh,
you can be honest, you can be any qualities that you feel you have that
okay.
within you.
Okay. Let it be said. Like I'll tell the responses which I have got from the people. So I just filtered the three things and I'll let you know. First thing people used to say me, I was like kind of humble and flexible attitude and very kind.
Okay. Yes, you indeed you are.
At least
Okay.
hopefully I.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Ramesh, before we conclude this
Yeah.
session, there is a one thing that we'd love to ask from you, and that is, Ramesh, there are many people who are watching this session with us, and there could
Mhm.
be many people like who could be in a way not that much able, in
Mhm.
physical way. So,
Okay.
what is that one message that you would love to give, and what is that one message you would love to give to each and every person who are feeling, who are suffering from failures, trying, getting dejected in life. So you're one of them who's overcome that very well, and you are at the
Yeah.
peak. I won't say at the peak of your success, but you have attained the success to limits, to a particular
Exactly.
region. So, what is that one motto? What is that one message that you would love to give to us?
Okay, this is very interesting, and so I just love to say this because like failures is not is there for everyone. It's kind of as I said that like it's a stepping stone of success too. So let's take a failure as like enjoying thing, and because like if you once you fail in your life, then only you'll get to know like and you can realize what mistakes you have done, so that like you can understand, like and you realize better like what else you could have done to do better. So that's how you should take it as a failure. And also like for every even in cricket life or a normal life, failures is like happen. Everyone have the dark phase, so you should be like keep calm and cool and just stay focused, and you just analyze the things like what you are going through and go step by step. Like each step while you're going through, you'll get to know that like you will be like very confident that like you can do it. So that kind of a mental strength and that kind of an attitude should be there. And moreover, you just like never give up attitude should maintain in you. And also self belief thing is the only thing like which will push you towards your goal and to reach some greater heights. And this is the things I used to follow. And the moreover, the main thing uh, I would love to say in every interview. So this one for everyone. So what was that is because in everyone's life they will be facing lot of struggles and criticism and all. So don't take those things in a negative way. Take it as a positive way. Just think that your abilities are greater than your disabilities. And
Absolutely.
also, yeah, like when you feel that like your ability is greater than disability, like you can do a lot of great things. Trust me, because I was sitting over here and I've been through those things. Like after I have been achieved that, I always take this thing as a motto. My ability is greater than my disability. And at the same time, you just need to be never give up attitude in your lives. And also, like, once you overcome the mental block, you're as able as anyone. You can do it everything. So just like overcome that mental block. You can't do like that. You just overcome that mental block, and you will be as able as anyone. It's all about your mental strength and mindset.
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's
Thank you
what I
so
used
much.
to believe.
Very much agreeable, Ramesh. Very much. And thank you so much, Ramesh, for making your presence felt over here in our podcast. It was lovely to have you over here, and I hope you have enjoyed too.
Same here.
Yeah,
Of course, of
and
course. In fact, like I was very very excited and very happy to be a part of this thing. First of all, I would like to thank you because like initially I have been attended to your show regarding the IPL analysis
yes,
and all,
absolutely.
and I was at the time itself. I discussed with you regarding this. Like I just want to come again. So like you said, like I have been there again. I was really enjoyed all the session. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
want to
It's a
be so much
pleasure.
formal. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
same over here. Yeah,
Yes.
same over here. I've also enjoyed a lot, and I hope this would inspire the people. So, like who are all watching this thing, I just want to say only one thing. Physical disabled cricket is also a kind of a cricket. Like it's not even less when it compares to a normal cricket. Even they have also strong ability to do. Even though they are physically disabled, but they are mentally very very strong. They can give their
Absolutely.
best. In fact, they give their 200 best on the field. Like cricket, when it comes to the cricket, like they'll do anything. They won't play for any financial stuff or any for glory and all something. They just play for their passion towards the game and love and respect for the game. So please support, and also please follow the Divyang cricket, the normal cricket you people are supporting. That's the only one wish I just want to request every audience who are watching right now. So that's the only thing I always want to say.
Yes,
Hope
absolutely,
this inspires the
absolutely.
people.
Yes,
Yeah.
each and everyone hearing this, listening this podcast till the end, if you are
Yeah.
still watching this, make sure you do, give the amount of respect they deserve. These guys are really working hard and they give the best, as I mentioned, if not 200, if they try to give the 400, and but they give the best, despite of having a lot of challenges in their lives. So make sure you
Exactly.
watch DPR cricket. I'm one of them who, if not regular, but yeah, being honest, sometimes I really do give a watch, and yes, it's always a treat because
Thank you.
yeah, we have a little bit of less matches in Divyang cricket, but very soon, if with your support, we can have many, and this team will be growing and growing. If they can win the World Series championship, just imagine what they can do in the upcoming 10 years, in upcoming 20 years. So guys, and in the end, make sure you subscribe Cricket Reborn and share this video to as many as people you want to share Ramesh's journey. It will inspire a lot of people, I hope. And yeah, lastly, like this video, guys. You all forget to like this video, so make sure you do like it. And yeah, see you very, very soon with another new episode. Thank you. Until then.